Hi y'all, Scrap and Lizzie here. Again, I'm like a bad penny. I just keep showing up. But we're still working on this here book. And you know, sometimes when you do something without a plan, it just amazes yourself. You amaze yourself as what you come up with. It just, it's amazing. I just love turning these pages. I just love turning. Well, I'm on the back of the book right now, and I wanted to put a light, wider lace on the back so it would maybe show more on the front, you know. And so I have this flat lace. It's a 2-inch lace, and so what I'm doing is I'm stitching it on again with just a running stitch, but I'm gathering it up by just squishing it, just as you're pulling the stitches. I just as I'm pulling the stitches, see, I just take a little bit of the fabric and of the lace and I squish it, and then put a stitch in there, and then I put another stitch right over the other stitch to kind of just hold it there, and it makes for, then you have a ruffled lace. It just ruffles itself up. So if you have flat lace, I know a lot of you do who bought flat lace from me. You got a lot of flat lace, but you can ruffle it this way with your hand stitching by just now as you're going around a corner, you got to give it a little bit more of a shove. See, it's just flat here, but you just take it and just squish it on over there. Just squish it on over there with your thumb, and then put a stitch in there to hold it. And because this here isn't going to be tested by you. There is no test. There'll be no grade on this. And so I'm just going to see there how pretty that looks, just that little ruffle around there. And since this is just a meditation book, it's not going to be a gift for anybody. Nobody's going to try and sell it. Nobody's going to grade it. It's not going to go to the county fair where the few homemakers of America are going to check it, see what color ribbon it gets. None of that. You're just doing it for that meditation effect. I was just watching a documentary while I was stitching, and I did never hear of this before. Apparently, 2 weeks after the Titanic sunk, there was another. The the Empress of Ireland. The Empress of Ireland was going from Ireland to Canada, and in the dark of the night, the fog got really, really bad. And then there was another ship that was carrying coal. It was a coal big ship, barge or something. And it just run right slap into the Empress, right into the middle of it. And it caused it to sink. 1,200 passengers, about 30 of them were children that lost their lives. There were quite a few that made it, that were able to get on lifeboats and things, but not many. And that was in the, what river was that? I have to write stuff down. In the St. Lawrence River they were. I guess if you're from Canada, you might have heard about it, but I've never heard about that. We hear so much about the Titanic sinking, and then this one was only like 2 weeks later. This ship was, I think, about half the size of the Titanic, and doggone it, I just watched it and my heart just broke to watch that documentary. It was so sad to hear, and I had not heard of it, but I guess it was. Well, they said it was just shortly after that the Great War, which I guess that might have been World War I, broke out maybe, and so then you didn't hear a lot about this sinking ship, the Empress of Ireland, and so. But watching it like all these years later, hearing about it, and like I say, I never heard anything about that one. I mean, you hear so much about the Titanic, and you feel so bad for the people that, and for that ship and the people. But then, and so that one, so then this one kind of did not get as much. Well, I guess it was newsworthy, of course, and it got attention, but um, that was very sad. It was sad. But now I guess the hull of the ship or the walls of the ship, they were not like reinforced. The ship that actually hit them wasn't damaged at all because it was a very well reinforced ship. This one wasn't reinforced that much, so it went in. I think they said that the one ship was going this way, and then that bow of that other ship just went crashing into it, and it went in like 20 feet into the ship. It was terrible, and there was a lot of famous people, famous at the time people on there, a lot of Salvation Army and stuff. It was sad. That was a sad documentary. But anyway, I was stitching while I watched that. I was stitching. I was just telling Papa. I was sitting here and I was saying, if this table could be like 2 inches taller, because now now I use my chair with wheels to sit here at this table so that I can keep my legs elevated all the time. Well, my legs were a little bit tight under the table, so he put a brick under each of the four legs of this table. So my table now is up about 2 inches, 2.5 inches taller, however thick a brick is. And it's perfect. And I kind of like the level of this table. I kind of like the height of the table. And so I guess anybody else that sits at the table, they're gonna need a pillow on the chair. If the table's too tall for them, they'll have to sit on a pillow. Yeah, we got pillows. It's no big hairy deal. And so yeah, I went today and did my little blood work like a good little girl. I swear. Well, there's nothing little about me, but I always try and get out of it. Come on. I was supposed to go yesterday, but it was raining, and so I called the doctor's office. Says I can't come. It's raining. She said, "Well, then come tomorrow." Okay, I'll come tomorrow. And so it was today. Yesterday, tomorrow was today. So I went. And then she goes, "Elizabeth Marie." I said, "What?" She said, "You haven't brought in your. You ever get one of these things from your doctor's office?" Well, then you know what it is. Dang it. She goes, "Would you please do this and bring it in within a week?" I said, "I already got like 3 of them at the house you gave me." She goes, "I know. You haven't brought them back." She says, "I'm collecting them." So, yeah, you got to use them in the bathroom. You get a little sample if you're going to the bathroom. And so that's dumb. But I guess we'll do it. I said, them insurance people get pretty bossy, don't they? I told her, I says, you all are bossy. And the guy told the girl in the office, I said, you guys are really bossy. She said, it isn't us. It's the stupid insurance people. They call and say, you got to have them. This patient's got to do this, and this patient's got to do this. Well, they're pretty bossy then. Yeah. Stool specimen. Papa did a stool specimen one time. It was so funny. It was fun, I'm telling you. Papa used to work a lot with wood. And so he had an empty medicine bottle. I might have told you this before. I repeat myself a lot. He had an empty medicine bottle. And he had a circle of wood, just like a little stool, like a little bar stool. And he put legs on it that it was of a size that it would just fit right inside the medicine bottle. And so he had made that little stool, and he put it in that medicine bottle, and then he wrote on the outside, put a little label that said stool specimen. And so he brings it to the doctor's office, as he ain't, he's not got no filter or nothing. And he says, here, I brought you my stool specimen. And he's handing it to the poor lady through the window. She goes, oh, I can't take it that way. No, I can't take it. He goes, yes, you can. This is it. This is your stool. You wanted a stool specimen. I'm bringing you a stool specimen. And boy, that woman, she did not want to touch that medicine bottle with his stool specimen in there. And he finally convinced her to take it. And she kind of, okay. And she took it. And then she looked and she goes, oh my gosh. She said, because then she saw what it was. They still have that stool specimen in the office there. They keep it up on with all their special things. I thought it was pretty funny. Some of these people have the jobs that they have. They get quite bored, So you got to do something to cheer them up. Now, see, I got I went around 3 sides. But see, it doesn't show over here because these pages are bigger. But see, it does kind of show, but I think I want to keep going. I think I want to keep it going so it's around the whole thing. See there when you don't have any, where's my needle? Oh, there it is. When you don't have any rules, you don't have to go by the rules or the directions or the measurements or anything. Well, then you can do anything you want. Any darn thing you want is doable. And if people don't like it, then people just can live with it, I guess, Some people like to have directions. Some people don't know how to do anything without directions. And so they like directions. And that's all good and proper for them. It's just not for me. I don't like directions. Do not give me directions and we'll be good friends forever. And so anyway, I'm stitching this across. And you know what I'm thinking too I want to do? I've been into making some of these diamond art prints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 4. I've done 4 or 5 anyway. I lose count. And I think I've done 4. Yeah, I've done 4. And I've got 5, but one of them was done by Samantha. But when you're done with them, they've got like a border around them. Some people cut the border off. Some people fold the border back. Some, do different things. Well, I think I want to slow stitch like a frame around it. That's what I think I want to do. And so then I can slow stitch right to that border that's on the diamond painting. My thumb's running out of speed here. Oh, there we go. And so once I get tired of working on this here book, because I do that, I get tired of doing something and then I have to quick start something different. And 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 yeah, that's so today we had to get rid of or share some of our chickens. Now, see, when I sent Papa 4 months ago, well, I didn't send him. He wanted chickens. He got chickens for his birthday. So we let him go pick his own chickens out. My daughter brought him. Our daughter brought him to the tractor supply store to pick out his own chickens. Well, he was supposed to get 6. Well, he came home with 13 of them because that's how many was in there. Because that's how many there was. He brought home 13. Well, we have a chicken tractor. It's called that they live in. Well, these are big chickens. They were about that big when we brought them home. They are big as a turkey now. So there was not enough room in that chicken tractor for 13 full grown, great big fat chickens. They're going to be laying eggs in about a month. About a month they're going to lay eggs. And they're going to be large brown eggs from this type of chickens. They're called well bar chickens. And so we have a neighbor that also keeps chickens, but he keeps he's got a big chicken coop. And so we asked him, because we don't have no place to put no more chickens to spread them out. And so my daughter asked the neighbor guy, he's such a nice guy, our neighbor, he is just awesome, and said, do you think you want more chickens to go with your flock? And he goes, yeah, he'll take. So he took the chickens, he took 6 of them. So now we only have 7 instead of 13. And so they fit nice now in the chicken tractor, because if you leave too many chickens gathered up together, then they'll actually start pecking at each other, and then they'll also eat the eggs. If it's just too crowded, there's things that they'll do. They'll pick at the eggs, and then you don't have no eggs. And so, but the neighbor dude was very happy. He's such a nice man. Just him and his wife was so nice, and he's got goats and chickens on his little farm, and he was happy to take some off of our hands. So we bought them, well, 4 months ago, and been feeding them and stuff and loving on them. And so he got some happy chickens. So we're happy. We first were going to like put them on Marketplace or something, or Craigslist, and sell them. And then we said, no, Mr. G, which is our neighbor, he does so much for us. So why don't we find out first if he would like them? And sure enough, he said, yeah. He's retired, but he does lawnmower repair and small engine repair. So whenever we need something repaired, he repairs it for us. We pay him, but he doesn't charge us very much. So this was one way we could pay it forward. So I was much more happier just to give him the chickens than to try and sell them to a stranger that we don't know if the strangers would love them. They gotta be loved. They gotta be loved, I'm telling you. Okay, I think I about got this around. Nothing fancy here. There is nothing fancy on this. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta make tie a little knot in there. We sure don't want this masterpiece falling apart. There we go. Now I'll just cut this rest of this lace off here, right there. Wrap it back around this little. Somebody sent me this too. Thank you, y'all. Whoever sent it to me. My memory's terrible. I remember some things, but oh yeah, that looks much better with that lace that frames across the back. I think that looks really, really pretty. It has all from pastels to darks. It's got the little pom-poms. And I will continue. I'll continue putting stuff in here. Don't know what I'll continue to put in here, but there is. See, because at first it was just going to be the stitches like this, but it had. See, I added this little flowery piece right here since I saw you last. I want to put lace around this piece too, for sure. Some of this, maybe this kind, but it is just coming right along. I think it's looking just beautiful with all the laces, and look how pretty. Doesn't that look pretty how that is? I think that looked real pretty. So that's like the back cover of my book. This is like a book that's written in secret code, because you know, as I look at this book, you know what? I don't think I'll ever forget about that sinking ship, about the Duchess. What did I call it? I always have to write it down. The Empress of Ireland. I'll remember the story about the Empress of Ireland. You know what I'll do? I wonder if there's a piece of paper I can take out of this envelope. Well, wait a minute. I gotta write this down. There's a pocket in here. See, this one little page here, I left a little pocket. And so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find me just a little piece of paper. Where can I find a little piece of paper? Oh, here we go. I saved this envelope because I thought that'll be really. It was junk mail. I said that'll be fun for putting a junk journal. Because see, it's got this little girl jumping rope right there, and that's got these little children's back here. So what I'll do is I'm going to write that down on here, because I want to remember those poor people. I want to remember them. The Empress of Ireland. And it was sunk in the which river? St. Lawrence. Saint, and I started L. S-T, St. L-A-W-R-E-N-C-E, river. I think they said it was 1912. I might be wrong on that. But now, that's just something I can put in that little pocket right there. And I'm going to always know that I learned about this poor accident while stitching on my meditation journal. And so this is kind of like a memory keeper for all of those people who lost their lives and their families in my little meditation journal. You know, you can stick little notes in different things just as little memory things, you know. And sometimes you just want to remember things that, you know, I don't know anybody that was on that ship or nothing, but I just love them. I just love them, just like if I did know them, just like if I did know them. And like here, I've been writing down a few in this pile of. I've got such a pile of mess. What does this say? Joy is not in things; it is in us. I can put that right there. This one says, happiness is not a station you arrive at, but the manner you are traveling. We'll put that in there. This one says, best gifts are tied with heartstrings. Absolutely. Let's put that in there. And then this one says, the smile on your face is the light in your window that tells people you are home. That's a good one, isn't it? We'll put that one in there. What's this one say? The way to be happy is to make others happy. Let's put that in there. I wasn't planning to do this, but hey. Each new day is a day to start over. Well, let's keep that one too. What's this one say? All the flowers of the tomorrow is in the seeds of today. That's right. That's right. These are all factual things. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. That's a good one too. Okay. Stuff that one right there. And this one is, if you clutter up your mind with little things, there will be no space for the big things. That's another good one. That one right there. Oh, one more. It says, friendship is the only cement that will ever hold the world together. Friendship. That's right. Let's put that one in here. Oh, that's just enough. Oh, well, no, I had this tail, this dog wagging. One reason why a dog is such a lovable creature is that his tail wags instead of his tongue. Well, you're going to share a page right there with that one. See there? So see how pretty is that now? And then I can find another piece of, well, I'm not going to do it right now, but I could take another piece and just tie it around and just to tie it shut. Isn't that huggable? That's what my huggable book, this is my huggable book. Okay, so that's all I want to show you right now. Oh, look at this. Did I show you this? I took this shell and I took this napkin and I decoupaged that on there. I still want to do more. I'm going to add stuff around here. But isn't that cute? I put my little cat's treats in there. She comes and eats them in a dog bowl. But anyway, that's it. Okay, so that's about all I have to say. Wait a minute. I got to check and see if there's any mail from our ancestors. Just let me reach back here, pull my cart. I love my carts with wheels. There, I got my cart. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if there's any mail from our ancestors today. Oh, yes, there is. Let's see it right here. There it is. There's a postage stamp right on there. And there's my glasses. And let's see. I've only been on here 27 minutes. Oh, geez. There's got a stamp. 2 cents from heaven, it says. Okay. Dear you. Let's see, I'll just use. I've always got to have a bookmark. Can't see a flippin' thing without it. Okay, here we go. It's like I lose track from this end of the line to this at beginning of the line if I don't have a bookmark. Okay. It might be hard to believe you'll ever get where you want to go. Feel the way you want to feel and find the peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender. The attachment is to surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits, that something new will open up and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. That's right. Give yourself a hug. Now, I'm going to put this back in this box. And we might pull it on another day and read it again. Maybe it'll make more sense that time. Look, these earrings, I wore these when I had to go do my blood work. These are so pretty. They're just so clip-on earrings. I can't wear pierced earrings no more. I just wear clip-ons. This is the only pair I have. I gotta be watching the yard sale, online yard sale, see if I can find any more clip-on earrings. I wore them. They just black. Well, I have a black dress on. Well, sort of black, see? So it matched. Yeah, they matched. They got real diamonds in them. I'm sure they was real diamonds. I give $1 for this pair of earrings. Okay, now I asked God. I bought them from here. Her name is. Thank you for supporting Carol's Creative Corner. See, these came with them. Lady Carol. Lady Carol. She's got neat stuff in her little auctions. Okay, but anyway, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, keep you healthy and keep you happy and keep you humble, keep you safe, very, very, very safe, safe and secure. And come on back to the next video. Don't worry, I'm done with this book. I won't make you look at the book again. I'll find something different because that's how I do things. I gotta start working on this again. See, this has just been set off to the side, so I need to get back into this and work some more on this slow stitching. Looks a little cluttered, doesn't it? Look, I gave her lipstick. Okay, thank you for coming. God will watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and He'll be the one to keep you safe and secure and happy and humble. And I'll see you on the next video. God bless and take care.